I used to say, well, I still do, don't judge a book by its cover. But with this beer, I just can't help it. I really can't, because I'm looking at this and I think this can looks everything I don't like. We're off to Tiny Rebel with this one. Tiny Rebel. What do I think of Tiny Rebel? Well, I've done some crap over the years, I'll be honest with you. But I've always been a big fan of the original Club Tropicana and a fan of their Stay Puff series of beers. I've always thought they were really, really good. So um, when you see something like this on the supermarket shelf, I don't know why I picked it up. I just thought myself, anyway, I picked it up. I'm going to review it. We have got a can, an IPA, and it is Hop Hut Summer Slam. Now, look at for me, looking at that can, it's everything I absolutely hate about craft beer. It sums it up in that can. Everything. It's crass. It looks cheap. It looks like a bad joke out of a Christmas cracker. It looks shit. I'm sorry, but that's my opinion. It looks really crap and crass. Crass is the word. So we have got Simcoe and Idaho 7 in. Okay, so this is a summer, they portrayed it as a summer IPA. I'll just see if it's got any other blurb on the back. I'm not going to read the usual Tiny Rebel blurb on the back. You know the Tiny Rebel. I mean, some of their can designs, I have to say, are really, really good. But this one looks something out of some old shop in Scarborough or something. Some shop that sells rock in Scarborough. Most probably sell this as well. It just looks. Anyway, let's look at the can design and the whinging JB. Let's just see if the beer's any good. So it's 5.5% ABV. On the Tiny Rebel website, it's £3.40 a can. I can't remember how much this was. This was in Sainsbury's. I reckon it's about the same. Let's get a whiff. There's a slight hint of mango. Has this got lactose in? Because it feels like it's got some sort of lactose sweetener in. I'll have a look in the ingredients in a minute. I don't know. Let's pour it out. Apologies for the state of the glass. I'm not a professional beer reviewer. Don't put myself as a professional beer reviewer. I'm just someone who likes to laugh and likes a beer, really. I'm looking at this now. It looks like something that's kind of like come out of a faulty ice cream machine. It does, doesn't it? It feels like you've gone to the ice cream van for a 99 and he's pouring. It's coming out a little bit runny. Sorry that I fucked up the ice cream machine. There's another ice cream parlour around the corner. That type of thing. Yes, it's happened to me. That's why I. It has happened to me. So we're gonna see if we've got lactose in this. Let's have a look. See what we've got. Have we got lactose in? Water, malted barley, bubble, malted wheat, hops, allergy, advice, allergens. It's not saying it has, but it smelt like there's something like that in. What do I know? Anyway, beer in a glass. Well, it's kind of like calmed itself down. It doesn't look great, to be honest. It looks a little bit like out of date ice cream with a thinning head. Let's get a whiff. Hints of mango. Starting the tropical. There's not much else there, to be honest. Like there's a sweetness there, maybe stone fruitness, but there's not much going on for it. I'm going to go in. Cheers, everyone. Oh, fucking hell. Going again. Don't know what to say about that. And that is fucking vile. I'll be honest with you, it's vile. That is vile. That is nasty. That's evil. That beer tastes evil. It's vile. Absolutely vile. I go in. See what I've got. Tell you what I've got. On the front end, you get a bit bitterness. You do get a hint of tropical. There's a sweetness to this. Now, this sweetness is, for me, it's a slight creaminess there. For me, it's not nice. It isn't nice. It's something about it. It gets to your back of your throat. Sticking two fingers down your throat makes you want to throw up. It's that type of bitterness for me. It's lingering at the back of my throat. It's making me want to, blow chunks down the toilet. That type of thing. It's not good. It's not good. It's pretty ropey gear, to be honest. And, I blame myself for buying it. It's this frustrating deja vu moment with Tiny Rebel because they are more than capable of producing the goods. A little bit like Northern Monk, and yes, that lot in Scotland as well. They've got the capabilities, the knowledge, and know-how to brew beer to wipe the floor with you. But when you see stuff like this, on the supermarket shelf, it's crass. It's probably supposed to be crass because I think their marketing, they must want to have a marketing person and think, oh, let's take the piss, let's put that out. And I think they are taking the piss. I think, this stuff, they'll take the piss with it because as you go in, IPA elements. Right, let's look at the term IPA. IPA means originated India Pale Ale, a hopped up beer back in colonial times to send to India, and it's so hopped up that it'll make the journey and be consumable in India. IPA. You wouldn't send this fucker to India, I'll tell you now. I'll tell you what, it's one of the very few things that India would actually chuck back at you. So getting back to this, mouthfeel, pretty generic. On the front end, a hint of bitterness, mango, slight tropicalness, hints of citrus. 5.5. Yeah, it's there. It's like the equivalent of munching on a cheap stick of rock. That's what it feels like. And it's actually advertised cheap. It's advertised as crap. And to be honest, when you advertise a beer like that, I don't think the beer will have any kind of integrity to it inside the can anyway. And for me, this is where it falls flat on for me. It really does. It doesn't do anything. And, I'll try to be honest in my reviews and, don't judge a book by its cover and all this crap. And sometimes, in life, you can judge a book by its cover. You know what I mean? It's one of them things. So, boys and girls, I'm not going to waste any more time on this. Hop Hut SummerSlam. Fuck off. See you on my next one. Bib bib.